Okay, I just want to kick off. I know that I always go on about my hair, but when you have short hair and it's windy outside, it's not a cool combo. Hey, so I'm live from Catapult HQ, aka my house, at my desk just before school pickup, because my message to you today, I really wanted to get out to you, right? And if I wanted to think, well, my hair's not perfect, my makeup's not perfect, my message isn't going to be perfect, if I sat in that perfectionistic state and decided that it didn't warrant coming out to you today, then you wouldn't get this message that is potentially going to help you. And so this is what I want to talk to you about today. And this is a couple of sessions I've had with some clients today around how setting boundaries, nothing to do with clients, these are actually boundaries for yourself, and letting go of being perfect and the realities of making real money in your biz. So let's start with boundaries, right? These aren't boundaries for your clients. These are boundaries around yourself. So if you're a perfectionist who doesn't really see your full value, but the clients who come to you do, because that's why they bought from you, because they already see their value in you, you deliver a service and yet you still think it's not good enough, so you over-deliver. So a 90-minute session to you may actually be a 6-hour mammoth work for you. So when you think, how on earth am I going to create a freedom-based business if a 90-minute session is I'm actually spending, why is my husband really so uncool? Let's get rid of that. Then you know, how am I possibly how can I get any busier if I can't already handle the kind of work that I'm already doing? Because it comes around your self-belief and what you think you're worth, and the perfectionism can drive that what you're already good at. If you just let it come out of you and add no kind of judgment or perfectionism to it, you would get through your work a lot faster, because you would let your intuition guide you, and you'd just be like, well, that is good enough, and kind of carry on. So I think that's a really important point, because if you don't have those boundaries around yourself, or you know what, I'm just going to deliver this in this session because I know that it is good enough, then you can really see what it takes to make money in your business. So for example, if you're wanting to if you're wanting to make $50,000 in your business, then how many sessions or how many people do you need to see a week? And if you suddenly go, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to see 10 people, then you suddenly realize that you need to kind of shift your boundaries, shift the price, or spend more time in your business. And I think that's just the reality, is that people see people making claims that they make, not just claims, people do make hundreds of thousands of dollars in their business, but they actually have to work freaking hard. They're working all the time. It's just their freedom, because they can do it on their phone or they can do it from another country, but it comes at a cost, right? So I think that just people think it's not okay to just want to make 100,000 or 50,000 or 30,000. I think people think that they're a failure if they don't want to make a huge amount of money. Something else I was just talking with a client about, and I'm sorry my hand's shaking, I actually want to get a selfie stick for doing this live stuff, is that if you think that I'm not nervous right now doing this live interview for you, then you're wrong. I'm nervous because I want to be able to perfectly deliver to you. If you think that I don't get nervous when I got to jump on the call with a client who I haven't met yet, or when I do guest speaking, then you're wrong also, right? Because you have possibly a story in your head that when you get to be a specific person, or you get to a certain level of success, that you stop having resistance and you stop getting tested, and that's incorrect. The more successful you are, the bigger the resistance is, but it's just that you learn to move through it a lot quicker. So instead of spending the day in procrastination, you might spend an hour in procrastination and know to journal your way out, ask someone to help you, am I just full of shit? Basically, right? So I was just on a call with an amazing lady who has so much gold and so much information, and we acknowledge that she already helps transform people, but she's scared of putting herself out there because of judgment. And I said to her, here's the ludicrous thing around that, is that you're already being judged. You're not even putting yourself out there, but people are already judging you. And that's just the cold, hard facts, right, of life, is that we're already judged before we've made any movement. So when you go forward to put yourself out there, you cannot go backwards, because your worst fear is already happened, is already happening. You're already being judged. And it's actually kind of selfish of you. If you know you have knowledge and you know you can help people, and you don't show up daily in your business and you don't show up daily for your clients, then you're actually doing a disservice to your clients and to yourself. It's actually really selfish. Like, imagine if I didn't show up for my clients each day, or I didn't show up in a Facebook post with some kind of inspiration that, I don't care if it just helps one person, that the compound effect of helping one person every day over a certain period of time is going to accumulate to a whole freaking lot, right? That it's actually, you've got to get out of your own way. You've got to get out of your own way and realize that if you have a gift, that if you have a skill, which you do, that's why you're listening, that's why you're here, that's why you're showing up, is that if you know that you can get results for people, then honestly, who the hell are you to not give that out? Like, it's selfish. And that is how you can start impacting the world, is by letting go of judgment. Because, girlfriend, you're already being judged. So get out of your own freaking way and start helping people, because that is fundamentally what it's all about, is helping people be the best versions of themselves. And if you want to be a leader and you want to create impact and you really want to help others, then you know what, when you feel the procrastination and you feel the disbelief and the doubt and the who am I, then just know that that's the story, that's the ego keeping you safe. Because the only difference between you and me or someone else who you think's successful and puts themselves out there, remembering though that people who put themselves out there don't not have fear, don't not have judgment of themselves, because of course we do. I'm judging myself right now. I'm going, oh, my Bell's palsy lip's really pulling today. And I'm like, is what I'm saying to you enough? And I'm like, that isn't my truth. I know this is enough. I know this is helping one of you on the call, some of you on the call today, and that's actually all I care about. But if I sat in my story of, well, I actually don't think my message is strong enough, or that the market is saturated, I could sit in that bullshit. I could sit there. But I know that some people love how I talk, love how I teach, and so you need to hear what I have to say. And who am I to hold it in here? Because I can't help you. And that's the same. If you can help someone, you've got to just get out of your own way. Belief and action are, for me, the two reasons why someone is successful. So if you see someone who you have perceived as successful, it's the fact that they believe unequivocally, don't ask me to spell that they can help you to the core. Their belief is so strong that they can help you, that they take action and stop giving a shit. And I think that's the most powerful place that you can sit is, oh, thanks Fiona, gorgeous Fiona. It is the truth though, right? Hey babe, is that you can have all the strategy. I could give you all the strategy. I said it to my clients. I've got the strategy coming out my ear holes. But until you have this belief that when you know that you are limitless, and that if you had all the money in the world, if you are not doing what you're here to do, then you're not going to make the money. You're not going to have the joy and the abundance in your life, right? You've got to be doing what you love. And so, Pauline Stockhausen's in the house. There's some rad ass people in the house, right? And so if you just show up every day as yourself and show up with your message and stop giving a crap about what people are thinking, then you're going to be more fulfilled, right? And I know many of us have children who look up to us. So today's topics were on boundaries, and I think it's the boundaries in which you sit in yourself, and what boundaries are you giving yourself. For example, we can have that perception of, so last weekend I was at an expo, and I also chose to launch the Catapult Collective at the same time, right? I could have told myself a story of, I'm going to be overwhelmed, what is it, how do I do it, what am I going to say? And I was like, you know what? If I know that I can help more people, and the reason I did the collective was to get to more people, to make coaching more affordable for people, is that if I listen to my own bullshit of, but I'm in an expo all day, I can't possibly launch, I can't possibly message, then I just would have fallen into a trap of my own boundaries, right? I have a money goal, I have a set target that I want to get to, and I must expand into that. I must realize that I got to stay up late some nights, that I got to get up early some mornings, that I've got to put in the extra mile if I want to make that money. If you don't want to make that money, then you don't have to put the effort in. Like, it's that. If you want this, then you got to do that. It's what's cool, Fiona said. Love how you talk about the stuff people don't want to look at, even though once we do it makes a major difference. Oh, thank you, babe. Thanks for that. And a couple of people message me a week and they go, Nat, are you a mind reader? And I'm like, no, I'm not a mind reader. I'm just letting out what's in here because I'm experiencing it too, and I'm just voicing it out to you that you aren't actually alone and that it's okay to have those feelings, and you must have those feelings to go on the journey, right? But part of what I've learned is that I am a leader and that I'm a truth speaker, that I will always tell you the truth. And the truth is, if you want to make big money in your business, then you have to do the work. You've got to show up daily. And besides the money, it's not even about the money, right? At the end of the day, is that if you know that you have a message and you know you can transform people, then frickin' show up and just help people. No, Sarah, that wasn't Launch at the Expo. It wasn't a strategic decision. It was a gut feeling. It was like, let's go. Oops, it happens to be on the same day. Let's just roll. I do everything now intuitively, apart from like planning an expo or planning my workshops, but I very much go in with a strategic intuition. Like, how cool does that sound, right? You've got to do the work, hey P, you've got to do the work. Yeah, and I always want to tell you the truth. And sometimes the truth can hurt for people, and sometimes it can come across a little bit like, I don't know, a little bit pushy, a little bit egotistical, but I just know that if I show up to you every day and give you an inspiration that helps one of you, then that's freaking awesome, right? So I want you to all do me a favor. I want you to get off this live, because I'm going to get off too, and you're going to get out there and share your message. You're going to get out there and you're going to inspire someone, teach someone something, give someone a little bit of a kick, give someone a hug, but pretty much just do me a favor and get out of your way. See you!